Sometimes I neglect my skin. Sometimes I neglect it a lot more than others. And I neglected my skin for the last couple of days, some of it on accident, some of it on purpose, so I could sort of show you this process. So I had this idea because, you know, my skin is good for a long time, and then out of laziness or depression episodes or just pure exhaustion, it's a combination of factors. I neglect my skin in one way or another. I don't do my routines when I should, and my skin gets out of balance. I don't take my makeup off at night and I sleep with it on. Sometimes I leave it on for 48 hours. So that's where we're at. I'm having one of those episodes where my skin needs rehab, and you know, once or twice a month, it sort of depends on the month, how bad it gets. I do like a really intense overhaul of my skin. I do a lot of masks, I do a lot of treatments. I sort of just feel it out and see what my skin needs. Right now, my skin needs a lot of rehab. So the deal is that 2 nights ago, the day that I filmed my body care favorites video, I'll link that up here if you haven't watched it yet, but the day that I filmed that, I didn't take my makeup off when I went to bed, and then I just passed out in bed, fell asleep, woke up the next morning, contacts in, makeup on, and it was a really busy day at work. I'd woken up, you know, right as I needed to work, as I usually do, because I don't have a morning routine. I really need to get one. But yeah, I woke up, I rolled out of bed, I went to work, you know, and then went about my day. I did my stuff at work that I needed to do. I was on a deadline. You know, stuff around the house needed to get done. Oliver needed to be taken care of. Stuff needed to be cleaned. You know, we're all sort of like quarantined or whatever. So there's still just like stuff around the house that needs to be done. And then last night, which was day 2, I fell asleep in my contacts and my makeup again, this time on purpose, because I kind of wanted to make my skin a little bit worse. I know, like, who says those words? I wanted to make my skin worse. So that way I could sort of show you this process from a really bad starting point. Like, forgive my hair too, because I've got like a hair mask in, so it's like kind of oily and like everywhere. But I went to bed last night. I could have taken my contacts out, but I didn't. I still hadn't removed my makeup. We're on 48 hours of my makeup being on, because I filmed my video around this time 2 days ago. So yes, that's where we're at. So I haven't washed my face in 2 days. I've been wearing the same makeup, which happens. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm perfect and I always do my nightly skincare routine, or I always remove my makeup when I should, because I don't. Because that's just my life. You know, I have a toddler, I have a job, I've got cats, and like at the end of the day, it just sometimes gets so overwhelming that I just don't take care of myself. And that happens a lot more than it should. So yes. So I've been wearing makeup for 2 days. You can sort of see like around my eyes, well, maybe you can't, but like if you look up close, my like mascara is like all down there. I'm still wearing, it's like mostly rubbed off at this point, but there's some there. You know, I'm all broken out. It doesn't look cute. I'm not gonna get too up close because I'm self-conscious about it, but that's why we're doing this, right? I wanted to show you. This will probably be like a 5-day video series where I sort of go through what I do to my skin each day to sort of get it back to good. I won't say clear or perfect, because it never is. Some weeks I have better skin than others, and then some weeks I just have sort of like average skin. But I'm gonna take you through my process starting from today until maybe, I think I'll do this like 5 days. So it'll be like a 5-day process. So today is day 1. This is sort of like rehabbing neglected skin day 1. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to take a shower, but I'm going to use a makeup remover or like an oil cleanser before I get in the shower. Then I'm gonna do some cleansers in the shower. Then we're gonna do a lot of masking and serums and all that. So I'm gonna show you my day and nighttime skincare routine and any treatments that I do for each day. So today you're gonna see morning skincare routine, treatments, nighttime skincare routine, and then my next video will be day 2, then day 3, day 4, etc. until I probably just do this, I'll do this 5 days, because usually by day 5, my skin is in a lot better condition based on, you know, what I do and making sure that I'm keeping up with it. So like I said, before I jump in the shower, I'm just gonna use an oil cleanser. This is actually one that I'm trying to use up that I've had for a long time. It still smells okay. It doesn't react with my skin, so I'm still using it. This is the Knee Naturals Barbary Fig Cleansing Oil, and it is emulsifying. So I'm just going to pump out a bunch of that because like I said, I am trying to use this up. I'm actually gonna link the review that I did for that like a long time ago if you wanna go see like a really old review video. Need Naturals was actually one of the very first brands that ever sent me product. I did reach out to them. It's not like they, you know, found me somewhere and were like, we want to send it to you. I reached out to them because I found them and I wanted to review it. I do still really like it. It smells really good. It's pretty affordable too. And it's a really big size. That's like 6 ounces, which is pretty big for like a cleansing oil in the, you know, clean beauty space. So I am just gonna let that sit on my skin for a few minutes while I get the shower ready, you know, let it warm up and whatever. Then in the shower, I'm gonna do a couple of cleansers and I will share those with you once I'm done. Then we're gonna do some masks and we're going to move on. So yeah, this is just the beginning of rehabbing my severely neglected skin. All right, so in the shower, I did 2 things to my skin. I used the Osmia Pumpkin Facial Soap, which is, it's packed with pumpkin and tomato. It's rich in alpha hydroxy acids and fruit enzymes to clear away dead skin and encourage healthy cell turnover, which I kind of need right now. I had a lot of, you know, like buildup and like dead skin on my face. So I love this, and I always, with the Osmia soaps, I do also have the detox soap, but this is the one that I'm currently using. Anytime I get a new bar, I always cut it up into fifths. Usually I have one in the shower as well. That's almost out. I need to put a new one in actually to make it last longer. If you cut your bars, your Osmia soaps like this, they'll last a heck of a lot longer than if you just use the entire bar, or any soap really. It's not just Osmia soaps, but any soaps. If you cut them up into pieces first, they'll last you a lot longer. And especially with the soaps like the Osmias, they are a bit more expensive. So if you cut them up smaller and use them bit by bit, they will last you a bit longer. So the other thing that I did was I used the Linné Scrub Face Mask, and I used it as like sort of a face mask as I was in the shower while I was like shaving my legs. This is just another product again that I'm trying to use up. As you can see, I've got about a quarter of the bottle left. I do really like this. I'm not sure I'll rebuy it, but I do enjoy it just because I don't find it like super necessary, and I'm always trying sort of things like this. And I have a bunch of other stuff that I need to try after this, but I am enjoying this if it is something that you've been interested in. It does almost leave like a little bit of a film on the skin. I don't know if it's because it's got beeswax in it, but it does leave my skin feeling pretty soft. So now that I've cleansed, I've removed makeup, I've cleansed in the shower, we're going to do a bunch of masks. And I found that this is like the best way to sort of reset my skin, and is to do a set of masks on day 1. So I always do 3 masks. I do a really intense like detox mask, or like a acne healing mask, or something that's, usually it's a powder because they're a lot more active when you activate them with water or whatever you put in them. They tend to be more active. So something like the H is for Love Propolis, or the Mahalo Pele mask, or the Nini Organics Miracle Mask, or the Flower and Spice one, which I think I'm gonna do today. So I do that first, and I leave that on for a while. Then I do sort of like a, I don't know, like an antioxidant mask or like a treatment mask. One that's not as intense as the first mask, but it's still sort of like an active mask, and it sort of like gives nutrients to your skin, you know? Something like the Kahina Antioxidant Mask, or the Naturalogic Unmask, or I'm trying to think, I can't really think of any right now, but I know that there are some that I do like in between. And then the third mask that I do is like a moisture mask. This is the one that I'm going to do today because it's sitting right here, and I actually have a little bit left and it will finish today. This is the Tata Harper Hydrating Floral Mask, so something like this. So like a hydrating mask. I know Josh Rosebrook has a hydrating mask. There's the Daphna's Revival, which is beautiful. There is the Naturalogic Luna, if you still have your hands on that, or Soul Milk. They do have Soul Milk as well. Kahina moisture mask. There's a lot of different moisture masks out there. So I always do this like intense 3 steps to reset my skin, and I find that it really helps my skin. So this might be a lot for some people. Like you may never imagine doing this much to your skin, but this is what I found really works to reset my skin when I really like have neglected it for a while. So it's still, I mean, it looks, you know, not amazing, but it's already starting to look a little bit better, but from like taking care of it. I'm gonna be drinking a ton of water. I'm taking my Skin Heroes, and then I'm gonna be taking the nighttime one every day for the next, while I'm doing this project to sort of like help boost skin, cell turnover and stuff as well. So I'm gonna go get the mask, and then that's what we're gonna do right now. So I've talked about this one a couple of times on my channel, I do believe. This is the Flower and Spice Beauty Masquerade dry mask. And then this is the packaging that it comes in. It's sort of like old world apothecary jar style. So it's a customizable clay treatment that gently removes impurities to reveal a glowing complexion and restored skin balance. So it also soothes and detoxifies, as well as whisking away dullness and leaves skin aglow. It's got razul clay, colloidal oat, almond seed extract, turmeric, ginseng, cocoa, licorice, lemon mint leaf extract, rosemary, hibiscus, lemongrass, and black pepper. I also added a couple of drops of the Flower and Spice oil to the mix as well to help keep it from drying out really quickly. And then I'm also going to be misting with a rose water spray for as long as I keep this on, probably about half an hour, because I like to let it, sit and do its thing. I'm gonna go finish some work, and then I'm gonna come remove it, and we'll do mask number 2. Okay, so I'm done with the Flower and Spice mask. I did wash it off. My skin already is starting to feel like so much better, just like smoother, and like I could feel it working, healing. For mask number 2, I'm gonna do the Moana Mask. I haven't done this one in quite a while. But the Moana Mask is hydrating, brightening, plumping, and revitalizing. It's known to boost cell regeneration and help with premature aging. It will revive and nourish thirsty skin. So even though this one is a little bit hydrating, I am still going to do a hydrating mask afterwards, because this one is still a little bit of like a treatment kind of mask, because it does more than just hydrate. So I want to sort of like hit my skin with even more hydration and like moisture once I'm totally done, like treating my face to all of these face masks. So that's it for mask number 2. Then I will come back. I mean, I don't really need to come back every time I do a mask, but I mean, I sort of like showing the process and like doing the process or whatever. So I'll show you what my skin looks like after mask 2, and then we'll put on mask 3. Which I have to say I am sort of like impressed with. I think I got this in a Detox Market bundle. I'm gonna have to consider buying this in a full size once I'm done, because I'm actually really enjoying it. But I'll have to see how many other moisturizing masks I have once I'm done with this one. And then once I'm done with the 3rd mask, then we'll do some skincare. And like by the time I'm done with all these masks and my skincare, it's like almost gonna be nighttime and like ready to do my nighttime skincare routine. But it'll be nice to sort of like keep this up for at least the next 5 days or whatever, to sort of hold myself accountable to like, oh, I'm filming a video series. I need to do my nighttime skincare routine and like, not slack off like I usually do. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, 2 masks down, 1 to go. We are feeling better already. It really is amazing like how quickly your skin can sort of like rebound after, like some good masks. I do find that my skin heals a lot quicker, and like it really does benefit to use masks. I know I see some people from time to time say things like, I never mask, I've never noticed any difference. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do without masking, because my skin really does benefit so much from masking. So this is the last of the Tata Harper Hydrating Floral Mask from this little jar, 7.5 mil. I think I got about four uses out of it, which wasn't terrible. I'm just trying to get like every last drop out of here. And like I said, I'm considering picking up a full size of this, because I do really like it. This is like the one. Have I tried any other Tata Harper products? I don't think so. I mean, some of them are like reasonably priced, and then some of them are like really expensive. I think this one is in the 60s if I'm not mistaken, but so not completely terrible. And now I have another empties for the empties bin. And I will come back when I'm ready to do the rest of my skincare, and then we will do our daytime skincare together, and yep, that'll be it for then. Okay, so last mask is off. My skin is already starting to feel, not like look, but it feels a lot better. And I dried my hair too, obviously. So now we're gonna get on to the skincare part of this, what I like to do. I'm mainly gonna stick to the same sort of routine, like the steps that I do. I'm just gonna switch out a couple of products. So my routine is basically like 4 steps after, you know, cleansing. I don't really count those as steps and like masking or whatever. I do a hydrating serum, I do a treatment serum, I do a moisturizer, and then I do an oil. And that's my routine right now. And I may or may not use a spray, I'm not sure. We'll see once we get into it. So this is the hyaluronic serum that I'm using right now. This is the Monastery, the aloe that's in this month's Box Swallow box. And it's love. I love this, you guys. This is so beautiful. My skin just like drinks it in. It smells incredible. My skin feels really great when I put it on. I do 2 pumps of that. And I find that it absorbs really nicely. So, and then once that sinks in, we're gonna do the treatment serum, which, because we are dealing with some, you know, acne and stuff like that, we're trying to, you know, get some of this to go down because we have a lot going on in like every part of our face right now. I'm gonna use the Moss Zephyr, which is the Skin Serenity Maintenance Ampule. I love this. This stuff is really, really great for acne, and I always pull it out when I'm having like a really bad breakout. So an ampule is a supercharged serum. This product combining the qualities and benefits of a spot treatment, mask, light moisturizer, retinol, phyto alternative, and serum in one. It delivers on its name. It's designed to powerfully reduce the appearance of blemishes and irritation and increase the look of bright, fresh skin. So I really, really love this. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shake, and then I'm gonna pump out a couple of pumps. And this is just sort of like a white cream, I guess. It's not really liquidy like a serum, but it's not thick like a moisturizer. Somewhere in between. It's thicker than the aloe hyaluronic serum I just used, but it's thinner than my moisturizer. So then we'll give that a few seconds to sink in. I don't always use a toner in between these steps because I don't feel like I feel like my skin has got enough to sort of like help it sink in. And then I'm gonna keep using the Free and True Mama Pacha Moisture Infusion Cream. I'm really, really liking this. Probably once I get my skin in, you know, sort of like normal condition is when I'll start testing the rest of the Free and True line, because I've got everything. There's 2 cleansers. There's a morning cleanse and a nighttime like cleansing balm. There is a toner, there is a serum, there is an oil, and I believe, oh, a mask. That's everything. So I just do 1 pump of that. I love this stuff. This stuff smells so good. And then again, this might be a lot for some people. Maybe you think that I'm doing way too much skincare, but I find that this is what works for me. This combination of products I've never done, but I've been using the aloe and the Mama Pacha for quite a while. But I've tried Zephyr before for a while. I've been using that, I think, since like December. I love them all though. They're all beautiful products. Just bring the rest down here. And then the last thing we're gonna do, an oil and then the eye serum. So I've been using the Flower and Spice oil, but I wanna use this one today. This is the Blue Alchemy Antioxidant Oil. I like this one a lot. So I'm just gonna take like a pump and a half into my hand. Ooh, I don't wanna lose any. I don't really think I need, I'll probably spray my face just to like set everything and like seal it all in, but I didn't really feel like after the cream I really needed to spray my face with anything. It smells so good. If you haven't smelled this one, it smells incredible. Sort of like rub this on the rest of my body, like wherever I can. And then the eye serum I'm using right now is the Naturalogic Eternal Eyes. There's that. This is just a little baby one. But this sinks in really quickly into the eyes. Like it's already in there. And then to just seal it, I'm gonna use the Olivia Restore Soothing Mist, which helps relieve dry and irritated skin, but I mean, my skin's sort of irritated. It accelerates recovery and repair, nourishes the skin, calms and soothes skin, all things that I sort of need at the moment. So that's everything for my daytime skincare routine for today, for day one of repairing my neglected skin. So I will come back and we'll do nighttime skincare routine together. It's like 5:30. It's the end of the day. Like, this is what I'm sort of saying is like, I don't really have a routine set in place and I really, really need one. So that way I'm like getting ready in the morning, giving my skin time to like heal, and then like getting a decent amount of sleep at night too is also important, which I don't always do. So we need to work on that. We need to work on getting a routine set up. We need to work on getting adequate sleep so my skin can heal, and doing skincare every single day. So we'll be back later tonight.